Welcome everyone. My name is Nicole, and today we're on one of my trip adventures. This is the first class, and we're working down towards the Gila River area. But on the journey down, there's these beautiful, desolate flats, these really intriguing cactus, and all the plants are like dwarf from the intense heat and winds. It's not terribly hot yet, and it's still a little early. So I just thought it'd be a really beautiful place to have a practice, maybe a nice energetic sun salutation inspired. So if that feels good to you, maybe 30 minutes, that's what I'm gonna aim for here. I'm real fast. In the background is Mount Graham. We're in Arizona in the Safford area, so just lovely. I hope that you enjoy, and maybe have a couple blocks handy if that's in your practice. I don't have any to demo with, but I'll kind of give instructions where you might use them. And let's stand at the front of our mat here. Take a moment to arrive. Breathing deeply in through the nose and out. Noticing your feet and trying to place your weight real evenly on all four corners. Lifting up through the knees, engaging your thighs, engaging your core. Grow through the spine, roll your shoulders down your back, and just keep breathing here for several rounds. In and out your nose. And then when you're ready, drop the hands down. Inhale, fingers high. Then in hands through prayer, come through center, forward fold on the exhale. This is where you might have blocks, so you can press down, grow through your low back. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back to standing. 2 more times, just like that. Exhale through prayer, you center, knees bent as you fold on the exhale. Inhale, halfway look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale all the way back to the top. Exhale, fold. Hands through prayer, through center. This time, exhale, fold, swan dive. Fingers come all the way down. Inhale, halfway, look up, and then step back into plank. Pull in through your core, press down strongly through your hands. So you're not collapsing through your shoulders, but lifting, breathing. Always lower the knees for a little less intensity here. And then pull those hips back and up. Downward dog. You can bend the knees a whole bunch. Look between your hands. Make sure that your whole palm is pressing down and you're not dumping weight into either side of your hand. Breathing. And then we're gonna inhale right toes to the sky and breathe here for a moment. Maybe if you want to use blocks, if the step through is hard, place your hands under blocks and then come up on the ball of the back foot, everyone. Knee in the navel. Step through between your hands. Pivot your back foot out. And inhale into warrior 2. And you can take a moment, get your stance, see if you can get your torso, shoulders to ride over your hips. Look out over your middle finger. You want your front thigh lightly rolling out so you can see your big toe. And then let your back hand come down your back leg and reach up and over with that top hand, reverse warrior. Try not to come out of the lunge. And then inhale back through warrior 2. Straighten your front leg. And a little micro bend. Reach out, out, out. And then put your hand on a block. Shin, the earth. Left hand to your heart. Roll open. Raise your left fingers to the sky. Triangle. Breathing. And then let those left hand come down over your front leg. Back heel lifts. Plank. Pausing. And then core engaged, elbows in. Shift forward some, lower. All the way down. Forearms out in front. Elbows under shoulders. Press down for Sphinx. And just take a moment here now to roll out your neck. Maybe do little figure 8s with the nose. Just nice and gently. And then bring your hands under your shoulders. We're going to do a baby cobra. So check out your shoulders first. Roll them up and back. And then inhale. Come up without using a bunch of arm strength. Let your breath in your back. And breathe. Keep drawing those shoulders back, elbows in. And then lower. Inhale to plank. Exhale, downward dog. You can pedal out the feet here. Take some breaths. And then left toes to the sky. Inhale, step through between your hands. Remembering you can use blocks to help that step through. Pivot your back foot out. Engage the legs. Inhale, come up and extend the arms. Warrior 2 with the left leg in front now. Breathing. And reach your back hand down your back leg. Up and over with that top hand. First warrior. And then inhale, come up. Straighten that leg. Reach out, out, out. Drop your hand on a block, the shin, the floor. And then roll your shoulder back, raise that right hand up, triangle. And then come down over your front leg, back heel lifts, step through plank. Pause, take a breath in, and then exhale, lower all the way down. And we'll do a locust now. So if you want to clasp the hands behind your low back or palms face up, really whatever you prefer. Roll those shoulders up and back once more. Fingers, toes to the back of the room. Breathing. And then exhale, release, breathe. Let's just rest our forehead on our hands for a moment. Take some deep belly breaths. Really focus on feeling the inhale, expansion into the earth on the feel it. Oh dear. Really feel focus on your belly expanding on the inhale into the earth. And then just relaxing on the exhale. And then we're gonna hands, shoulders, press back into plank, and then downward dog. Breathing here. And then we're gonna right toes to the sky. And then come up on the ball of back foot. Knee in the navel, shift forward, step through. And then we're gonna pivot to the long edge of our mat, toes pointing to the long edge. Pressing down, inhale halfway, look up, exhale forward, fold. Inhale halfway, look up. And then turn back to the front. Lower your left knee. Press through that heel to help draw that right hip back. And you can have blocks on either side here too. Inhale halfway. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, shift forward, lift the back knee, left hand presses down so you could twist that right hand open to the sky. And exhale, let the fingers come through. Inhale, twist open. Exhale, come through. Last time. Beautiful. Step into plank. And then from here, roll to the outside edge of your foot, come into side plank, and your left hand comes up. Maybe have top foot in front as a kickstand. The wind's blowing me over. All right, come back through center and then off the other way. And then if you feel stable, then that left hand raises. If you want to bring that top foot out, to help balance. You can always stay looking down. Work it wherever you need to work it. Plank. Press back. Downward dog. Breathing. And inhale, left toes to the sky. And then it will step through between your hands. Pivot to the long edge of your mat, toes pointing to the long edge. Press down. Inhale, halfway look up. And then exhale, fold. Maybe you want to cross the hands behind the low back now and bring them up and over. Release the hands. Inhale, halfway, look up, return back to the front of your mat, lower your back knee, put a little oomph in your front heel, send that left hip back, keep your knee under your hip, this right angle. Breathe, and exhale, fold. Inhale, shift forward, lift your back knee, weight in that right hand so you can twist those left fingers open to the sky, and then exhale, bring them through. Inhale, twist open. Exhale. Last time. Hands and the knees lower. Have your knees be under your hips here, and then reach out and let your chest drop down towards the earth, or your forehead comes down, or puppy. And inhale, shift forward onto your belly. And then from here, turn your right elbow in, right? So I have a little stand here, and elbows under shoulders. Helping me stay lifted. Kick that left foot in, reach around, or you could always lasso it with a strap or belt if you can't easily reach. And then if you can easily reach, then you can rotate the arm and draw the toes towards the outside here. And breathe. Keep trying to lift, not let it collapse too much, but a little resistance between the foot and the hand helps with that. And breathe. Beautiful. Go ahead, release. Just switch sides. So now our left hand's gonna turn in so we can support ourselves here. Kick your other foot in, reach around or lasso it. And then maybe rotate the shoulder, the elbow up. And breathe. And then go ahead and release. And we're gonna do bow now. So grab for both ankles or feet. And then on the inhale, kick and lift and breathe. One more deep breath in. And exhale, release. Beautiful. Rest your forehead for a moment. Breathing. And then hands under shoulders. Press up. Widen the knees as wide as the mat. Toes touch. And back for child's pose. And inhale, come up onto all fours. And then from here, I'm going to draw my knee behind my right wrist. Scooch those toes back. Coming off my mat, let me scooch forward some. And then you can have your hands on either side. Engage your legs like we do in the lunges and all those standing poses. Like you want to, like if I wanted to squeeze, I wanted to hold something or lift off, or it's just this engagement. Inhale, fingers high. And then if you want to forward fold, go ahead, forward fold. Just relax here. And if you're not relaxed and it's really tight, you can put a block underneath that right hip so you can help, see maybe you can breathe a little bit better and add a little ease to the posture. Lift up, come off to the right, draw your left leg all the way around, hook it just above on your right thigh over there. If you want this bottom leg extended because your knee bugs, go ahead. Otherwise, sit tall evenly on your sitting bones. Left hand comes behind you. Inhale, snake the arm up, core engaged. Come kind of forward, hook, re-straighten, look over your left shoulder, or just clasp this knee. And then inhale, turn your head back. The rest of you, come undone. And then we're going to come into pigeon on the left side. So you can, so I have this knee, left toes are pointing in here. And I'm just going to draw my right leg back and around. If that didn't work for you, just come to all fours. Draw the knee in and release back. Or left toes to the sky, shifting forward. forward, all the different ways. However you want to do it. Squeeze, engage your legs, lift off. Inhale, fingers to the sky. And then exhale. Go ahead and forward fold. If you're really tight, stick a block right here under your left hip. And then encourage it to drop down onto that block of the earth. Breathe. Inhale, hands under shoulders, lift up, and then weight in the left hip. Draw the right foot all the way around. Hook. Sit evenly, sit tall. Right fingers behind you. Inhale, left fingers to the sky. Come forward, hook. Straighten, think long on the inhale, and then exhale, maybe twist a little deeper. And then your head back. And the rest of you come undone. Let's prepare to lay down onto our backs. And then draw the knees in here. Maybe just give the low back a little massage. Maybe grab for the outside edges of the feet, drawing the knees down. Happy baby. Then cactus your arms, feet as wide as the mat. Just tick-tock now your knees off on the exhale one way. Inhale through center. Exhale off the other way. Now, hug yourself into a ball, squeeze your muscles tight, hold your breath. And when you can't hold it anymore, you're ready to release, let go into Savasana, final resting pose. Feet roll out, palms turn up, shoulders gently roll under. Feel free to take any variation that will bring you more comfort and ease, though. Maybe you want your knees knocked in or a bolster under them. Decide on your Savasana shape. And just breathe in any sensations that arise. Try to let go. And I will guide you out in just a few minutes. Shavasana as long as you'd like, or if you're ready to come out, you gently roll to your right side and pause and take a few breaths. And then when you're ready, use your hands, push yourself back to a seated position. Also noticing any differences between now and the end on how you feel without judgment. Thank you so much for practicing with me. The light within me sees and recognizes the light within you. Take care.